Bob, can you hear me back there? All right, so now we got to start. I just want to see how we can do with it. My name is David McKinley. I'm a civil engineer from Wheeling, and I'm the now I guess I'm the 7th generation in Wheeling. So my grandson in Wheeling is the 9th generation to be in Wheeling, West Virginia. We made a commitment years ago to make our home here in this state, to make something work with it. In fact, we were talking to my wife Mary back here is from New Martinsville.
Yay.
Yeah, Magnolia High School. So when we got together with Bill Stewart, that's what the two of them get together to tell old Magnolia stories. But let me tell a little bit of the background and how we got into all of this. I served it. First, I guess we didn't finish with the family. 4 children, 5 grandchildren, about to have our 6th grandchild this summer. We found out that they broke the rules and found out that it's a little boy. So that, I get that, but I always kind of like being surprised. It's kind of like Christmas morning when you find out with your child. So anyway, we now know we're going to have another grandson. So what we tried to do is understand how we can help people. What we've done our whole life. I started an architectural firm 29 years ago, and I built it from one person, started from scratch. I've been in construction for 14 years prior to that with a company called Jarvis down in Emsh. And then we broke off to start this firm, to build an engineering firm, an architectural firm that could represent this valley and do the things that we hope we could create jobs and bring people back here. Not wait for someone else to do it, but to bring them here ourselves. And we started with myself and my wife typing my specifications for me at night. 29 years later, we now have 40 employees. We work in 5 to 6 states. We have 3 offices. We're showing that it can work here in West Virginia. We're proud of that, to be able to make some of those things happen. We've invested in Wheeling to try to make some things happen for us. But at the same time, as I've gone along with this, is try to also do the things by serving in the legislature. I served there from 81 until 94. Because, in fact, Dave Pepper, you and I served together on it. And Bob Jones and Baloo's and all the people over the years, people that we've come to understand and respect that have come from this county. But 14 years in legislature, trying to understand how we can keep strong character, principles, and also create some jobs. Because I see what happened, any of us would have to understand, when people, their families can't find jobs, and they have to go someplace else. Where because of our manufacturing, the EPA, the regulations that have caused such hardship to our people, that our families have broken up, and we want them to come back. I've tried, and I want to continue to try to do that, where we can get people back here into West Virginia. So our campaign primarily, certainly is all founded right on here. Because when I went to the legislature, I found out that Farm Bureau was one of the most powerful lobbyists down there. Their values are conservative values. I'm proud to be a conservative. Have been when I was in legislature for those 14 years, conservative in the way I run my business, and I want to be a conservative congressman. What we've talked about are the 3 prime issues that we talked about, besides health care, and we've got to repeal the health care. We've got to make it right so that the people can make it affordable. Take it back. Now I'm saying we can put something back out again. But the way this program right now is going to bust this country. We want to pull it back, take the parts that might make some sense, but add in the conservative values to make it so our businesses don't go out of business as they try to produce that. So let me talk about the 3 primary things. First is, we've got to recognize that we have 12% unemployed, 11 and 12% throughout West Virginia. We've got one county that has 22% unemployment. But yet we've still got a Congress worried about ideology. I don't want to get away entirely from our environmental concerns, but we have to be concerned about our family working. We've got to have our children have a future here. So I want to see us focus a little bit more from a congressional end of it, how we can create jobs, how we can get government moved out of the way so that the private sector, with all its capitalism and the power and the strength they have, to be able to do that. The second, I want to stop this spending. Because what we're doing to our children is we're adding to that. All of us want to have our children to have a better life than ours. But what we've done is we've just burdened our children that have yet to be born with a $30,000 and $40,000 debt. The last is I want to protect our coal industry and our miners. That industry is what I learned in the legislature is where our backbone is in West Virginia, is protecting those jobs that are all associated with our coal industry in West Virginia and all the secondary jobs that come from our mining industry. So where we're coming from in this is stick this fundamental values, being a conservative, use the things we've learned in producing a successful business and a strong family. My name is David McKinley, and I hope you'll consider voting this May 11th, just 4 weeks away, 4 weeks and a day away. Thank you all very much.